Hi guys, this is Dmitro, your English tutor. In this short, let's say, conversation, a monologue, such a soliloquy, I want to remind you of a very important tendency or rule or phenomenon about your success at Duolingo writing and speaking, unlike your success at IELTS or TOEFL writing or speaking. Let's open, for instance, a question for Duolingo writing sample. Just here one or two words they don't fit, but I don't want to move anything because it will become so small that you will not discern what's written here. So let's read. Some schools let students pick which subjects they study, while others have a fixed curriculum. Which type of education do you like for yourself and why? Okay. So from time to time, some guys write to me in the comments to my videos, sometimes emails, and say, give answers. What they mean is give patterns. Patterns may be titled by us as cliches. Yes, really, cliches are those repetitive patterns which are memorized, crammed by heart, and then stuffed into anything, covering the whole range of questions. I have a large experience of tutoring people for IELTS, TOEFL, and Duolingo, and some other tests, but okay, we will not talk about it now. Lately, Duolingo is the most popular, but IELTS and TOEFL still survive somehow. So this is the question for Duolingo, and let me show you the question for IELTS, for example. So I have opened one website. I will not tell you which website and like what and so on, because I hope they will forgive me for using their, just for the sake of, just a moment, for the sake of, for example, technology is being used more and more in education. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages. So this topic may be met at Duolingo as well. Technology is being used more and more in education. Discuss pluses, minuses, something like that. Please, guys, remember that Duolingo is not IELTS. Some guys, they had in their past experience of getting ready for IELTS with a tutor, and I don't know why, for which reason, a lot of tutors, they are sick with this obsession of stuffing those patterns into the students' minds. For example, student sample answer, and they start, it is argued that technology plays an ever-increasing role in schools and universities. Increased access to information and student freedom are the main advantages, whereas dependence on technology and decreasing levels of face-to-face contact are the main disadvantages. You see, even with IELTS, I, as a tutor, for example, if I were given to assess this thing, to check and to assess, I see that it's a crammed cliche, it's an idiocy. Maybe you may get angry with me and say, but how do you want me to? Every test, administration encourages you to write, as they say, off the top of your head, or let's say ad hoc, or now, as it is now. And some guys, when they ask me, give answers, I cannot give you answers because Duolingo, they, for example, formulate the answers in a different way. They will catch you on this. Imagine if it were possible to memorize all the patterns for all the answers, then all those tests would turn into some idiotic, marasmatic nightmare. And I'm sure that a lot of guys from a lot of countries, they want to escape their country so much that they will learn from their deep childhood, from 2 or 3 years old. I'm joking, of course. They will learn by heart 10,000 answers for writing and so on, and then at the test they would just reproduce those crammed sentences. But luckily, those guys who develop the test, they understand that though tests are mostly standardized, it should not be so, because it does not require intelligence. You can make maybe a monkey memorize some, or a parrot memorize some. So remember, please, write off the top of your head. Don't follow this example. Of course, I'm not a judge, in the ultimate resort or something like that, you have your own, opinion, patterns of thinking and so on. If you love it, then try it. By the way, if you've had successful experience of learning these massive skeletons for your essay, and then trying to put them into your Duolingo within 5 minutes, and you got high scores. So write about that in the comments, I will appreciate. But my statistics shows the contrary. I've had not one but many students who wrote like that. It looks beautiful, but it's empty, it's stupid, you see. It does not convey condensed information. It's the paper filler, you know, void filler, you see. And so those guys were writing like this, and they were getting 90 for their production at Duolingo, you see, 90. So if you write like this, for a layman, it would look, wow, he or she deserves 145, 100. No, they got 90. Why? Because the algorithm clearly sees that they are using crammed structures. Remember please that a learned collocation is good, a learned paragraph is bad. For example, the collocation. So even here we can at the expense of genuine human interaction. Okay, I like it. For example, more or less okay. We do something, for example, at the expense of genuine human interaction. Beautiful. So you're answering a question at Duolingo. You're writing something about those curriculums, you say, I hate this because, you know, and then quite often I see that teachers use or utilize those facilities at the expense of genuine human interaction with their students. In this case, it's beautiful. It shows that you have this rich passive vocabulary. Remember please that there was and there is a viewpoint shared by prominent linguists and prominent literary critics, especially in the 20th century, that if you take this paragraph, all this rubbish can be stuffed within this space, you see. And if you can't stuff it within this space, don't stretch it for this huge span, because it's silly, you see. You show to the whole world that you cannot write English ad hoc. You cannot produce spontaneous answers. Of course you can say that, you know, I need 110 for Duolingo, and I don't care about what. Yeah, I agree, but I tell you that it's a problem with using patterns. Don't confuse please also with this. The main structure of your essay is okay, I love it, being logical, being harmonious with those natural laws of composition in the universe, it's okay, like introduction, body, conclusion, okay, it's no problem. Just shorten this one, because for example this is just designed for, let's say, 40 minutes of writing, and Duolingo has 5 minutes of writing, so of course, yeah, but the overall structure is okay. But that, as I call it, skeleton, you know, the intricate, detailed skeleton at which you try to hang some intermittent pieces of meat, no, because it looks silly and you will not get a high score. Even if you read samples in Cambridge IELTS, for instance, you know, those famous kits for, you know, based on real past tests. And in the end of those books, usually there are samples of essays for a high score, for a very high score, like 8, 8.9 or 9. You will see that it's obvious there that the guide is writing off the top of his head. You will not see there this bull. No. If you don't agree with me, please write something in the comments. Of course, if you don't agree, and not that I don't agree, it's bullshit. No. If you write, then explain why you think so. Provide some proof, you know, that we can philosophize on this. So I hope, my friends, that you hear me. Try to be spontaneous, improve your writing, and learn the collocations. Don't learn the patterns of the whole essay. It may kill you, because you may just get so excited at the test that you will write the whole pattern to a wrong question. Yes, it can happen, because they will catch you. The algorithm from Duolingo, they will catch you on the first, for example, read and write, and then at the writing interview they will provide you with such question that will, you know, that will mislead you, because the system clearly sees that you cannot think independently beyond these cliches. Okay, my friends, if you need urgent assistance at your Duolingo preparation, specifically when you have passed it once or twice and you have, for example, 110 and you need 125 and you have 3 weeks left, you're welcome to write to me. I will help you, I promise. Of course, my lessons cost money. You can get acquainted with the testimonials and the price at my website. Also, you can write to me directly at my WhatsApp, Viber or email. Everything is given in the description to this video, so you will find it easily. Okay, my friends? By the way, yeah, I wanted to tell you that at the moment I'm creating my video course for independent Duolingo preparation called DET with Flying Colors. I hope it will be ready just soon after the new year, because I've had already created 32 or 33 lessons, but I hope to have 60-65 lessons video, about 40-45 minutes each, for independent preparation. Of course, when I'm ready, I will let you know immediately, instantaneously. Okay, my friends, I love you and see you in our next lesson.